Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be diving into my top 2020 reads. I will be giving you my top 5 as well as some honorable mentions that made the top 10 list because they're awesome books. All of them are going to be linked down below and I hope you can find your next read on this list because guys, these books are fantastic. So coming at number 5 is Darkwind by Renee Duggan. I absolutely adore this book and the characters in the world and everything about it. I mean, that's why it's on this list. Just saying. But this one is unique in a sense where I actually bought the ebook because I couldn't wait that long for the paperback. I downloaded the sample thinking, okay, I'll order the paperback if I like it, but then I couldn't stop reading. And so while the paperback was en route to me, I also bought the ebook. So I have 2 copies of this book because it's that good. I devoured it. I think I finished it in like 2 or 3 days. So the short pitch for this one is, when the vicious southern kingdom threatens her own, Princess Sistine of Talheim seeks to broker an alliance with the old enemies of Valgard to the north. But when she's captured by a group of thieves and rebels, she begins to see that her goal might be fraught with more pain than she realized. At number 4, we have Fireborn by Rosario Munda. Dragons are in this one, so that's the number 1 reason why I like it. But it also has backstories and revelations and revolutions and just, it is so good. And I was actually hesitant at first because I'm not a huge fan of present tense. It takes me a little bit to get into present tense, and once I do, and if the writing's good and I really like the book, that usually disappears. That was the case for this one. It disappeared. I didn't realize I was reading present tense anymore. And I love the journey that these 2 characters go on. It's mainly seen from 2 points of view, and the bonds between them and it's another found family thing. It just I can't wait for the next one, which comes out in March, I believe, called Flamefall. I think it's a trilogy or will be a trilogy. I'm so stinking excited for book 2, and I did it yesterday, but it didn't come out till March. So there's that. So the short pitch is, 2 orphans, Annie and Lee, should hate each other based on their past. Lee's aristocratic family killed Annie's. The revolution killed Lee's. They both have been chosen to compete for positions in the Dragon Army of the new government. With an impending attack and pressure from within the system, will Lee and Annie trust each other, or will their destinies tear them apart? So coming in at number 3 would be Attack on Titan by Hajime Isayama. Oh my stars. I have watched the anime. I'm caught up on the anime. I'm not caught up on the manga itself, but I did get to volume 7 this year, or 2020, and I love it. I love it. The care and the detail that the author has put into this world, and not only do that, but then also like do the art for it, which blows my mind. I know they have people helping them, but it's so good. It is so good. The plot and the characters in the world are just amazing. The plot in particular is probably my favorite tidbit, which would be the fact that every time you get a revelation and you think you understand the world, you find that you're right, this revelation is here for a reason, but it goes even deeper because there's more. And I can't wait to figure out what happens at the end because I need to know. It's one of those things I have to know more. I have to continue learning more because I have to know what happens. And I think I just rambled because I love this so much. But yeah. So before I give my short pitch, I am going to talk about the world a little bit just to give you a brief overview of what's going on because that's the other thing besides the plot that I think is probably in second place of my favorite part about this. It's a steampunk-like world, dystopian feel. So humanity is trapped behind these 3 concentric walls and they've been stuck there for 100 years and they are attacked from the outside by these giant humanoid monsters. They're kind of disturbing, I'm not going to lie, called Titans. And these Titans eat people. Quite terrifying, right? But these walls protect them. And one day, a different form of Titan appears and busts down the wall. So I'm going to go into my short pitch. When Aaron's mother is killed by Titans, he joins a corps of elite soldiers known as Scouts to fight back and explore beyond the walls that have kept them safe for 100 years. However, there might be a traitor among them, and the Titans are hungry for blood. I feel like my pitch doesn't do it justice. Guys, just go watch it or go read the anime or the manga. Just do it because it's so good. And my favorite characters are Levi. Levi is my favorite character. Okay, Levi, I like Mikasa a lot, but I love Levi and like Jean and Mikasa. Those are my favorite characters. Aaron's good too, but Levi's the best. So before I reveal my top 2 picks, I do want to go through my honorable mentions real quick. I'm going to throw them up on the screen right here. Like I said earlier, you can find these linked in the description below as well. I also have a review for Fable by Adrian Young. I'll pop that up in the cards. So, and coming in at number 2, My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi. Oh my stars, guys. This one is just, if you have read the manga or if you have watched the anime, you know what I'm talking about. The world, for one, is just so well realized and so well thought out and plotted. Even if maybe they haven't, they've made it seem like it's this really deep world. And that comes from the fact that you have all these rules and regulations and explanations and different things in motion that all affect the plot in some way, shape, or form, but they aren't the main point of the story. And the fact that it feels like a real living, breathing world, if that makes sense. I love it. And I'm not a huge superhero person. I don't enjoy Marvel. I just don't. I know you can, hate me in the comments for that, but I just don't. I'm not a huge fan. I never have been. But this one makes me believe, and I absolutely love it. So the world itself has these quirks. Everyone is gifted with one, but there are a certain percentage of the population who are quirkless. And that's kind of where our main character comes into play. And that's also the other shining aspect of the series, which is the characters and the character relationships. Each character has their own mini arc, not just the main characters. And the character development and the development of the relationships is my favorite part. So you have the relationship between All Might and Deku and Bakugo and Todoroki and his father and it's just like, it's so good. So good. Without further ado, I'm going to get into my short pitch before I just ramble on and on. While Izuku Midoriya dreams of becoming the world's #1 hero, it'll be nearly impossible to do without a quirk. But after saving a fellow classmate, the current #1 hero takes Izuku under his wing and reveals a secret. Midoriya can inherit the quirk called One for All. However, evil lurks around every corner, and if Midoriya can't master his abilities, the world he's found himself in may be doomed. So at #1, well, drumroll please. And that would be Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. I know, shocker. You were just like falling out of your seat because you were so surprised by that. No, that's a lie. If you watch my channel, you probably knew that. And if you want to, you can watch my review about it, which I gush and I love it with every fiber of my being. Anyway, I'll link that up in the cards below in case you're curious about why I love it so much. But for time's sake and the fact that I've already gushed about it, I'm going to go ahead and give you my short pitch for Way of Kings, which is the first one in the Stormlight Archive. Rhythm of War is the 4th installment. So here we go. After the death of Alucard's king, the country goes to war with his killers. But what awaits on the Shattered Plains might awaken the magic and vicious creatures long thought dead. And if they do, they might just destroy the world. Well, that is my list of top 5 2020 reads. All of them were fantastic. I wish I could put all the ones I read on this list here because I read some really awesome books this year. But alas, this would be hours long and nobody wants that. So whatevs. Either way, I'm really excited about 2021 as well. I have several books that are going to be released this year that I've been waiting for. And a couple, I've actually started the Crown of Feathers books by Nikki Powell-Preto, and oh my stars, I'm loving it so far. So the 3rd one I think comes out in July, and Skyward #3 comes out. I don't know if it's been officially confirmed, but it's supposed to, so who knows, word on the street, I don't know. Either way, leave in the comments below your top reads or your most anticipated reads for 2021. Let me know that below. And I will see you guys next week with more bookish or writing content. You can find me at www.allieernest.com or Allie Ernest Writes in the meantime. And I will see you guys later. Bye.